Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The front court is Wells and Jackson. Morant and Caldwell Pope are their guards. And it's Edey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Celtics, dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Anthony Simons out there with Derek White. And it's Queta in its center. You know, when you break down these teams, Greg, they are excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, so let's give credit to their coaches that they prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort.
Well, the defense can't let Morant get comfortable down there or he'll just continue to torture them.
Tatum on the wing. Five on the clock. Here's White. Sinks the triple.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Jaren Jackson Jr. was the topic, and Coach was impressed by the tape. He said, the more I watch of Jaren, the more I'm convinced he's the best defensive player in the league. He does so much for their team, and we're going to have to be hyper aware of his weak side help tonight. Coach isn't alone on that appraisal. Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. That's good from Morant. The electric Ja Morant, the leader of this team, Stan. What's his focus need to be going forward?
Well, look, Kevin, I think it's pretty simple with Ja Morant. We know how good he is. Can he keep himself on the floor on a consistent basis, which for Ja means staying healthy and staying out of trouble. If he can do that, there's no question about his ability or his ability to lead this team.
Tatum, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
Watch the screen.
Brown inside the line. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And Brown can score from anywhere, which is what makes him a big problem for the defense.
There's Jackson with the 3. And again, Memphis, no good. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. And the dunk by Tatum.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Boston on D. 3-point lead. The 3 from Morant. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Wow, when Morant is hitting the three, he becomes basically unguardable.
Tatum passes to Simons. And he goes big with the dunk right over John Morant.
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Wells. Memphis moving it around. Now Morant. 6 to shoot. Puts the move on. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
And it's Simons missing. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Edey. And here's Caldwell Pope. Now here's Morant for 3. Brown against Morant. Brown outside. Outside, White. They set the pick. Off target from outside. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. 3 on 3. Tatum gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, with those long strides, Tatum gets up court in a hurry.
Memphis trailing here. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's ready to talk things through with them. And last season, yet again, 60-plus wins, Greg, for the Celtics. One of the elite teams clearly in the league.
And the only concern was perhaps a tendency towards complacency, but after coming up short last season and with Tatum sidelined, some adversity to spark their competitive fire.
Pass to Edey. Morant against Simon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. In recent seasons, availability has been a problem for John Morant. Greg, dig into that a little bit.
Well, from a league suspension to multiple injuries, Morant has missed a significant amount of time, but we know when he's on the court, he's a game changer.
Good from Morant.
One of the most explosive players to have ever entered this league. Morant shows out every night.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. And so he makes both from the line. And the Grizzlies choosing to move forward with Coach Isolo to head their program. Stan, after he took over as interim head coach late last season.
Yeah, the first Finnish-born head coach in the NBA. He was a rising star coaching in Europe, now trying his hand in the best league on the planet. Well, any team would see benefit from adding Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to their roster. He does a little of everything and just wants to help his team win.
Grizzlies have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Coach, I know you're familiar with Caldwell Pope's game from coaching him early in his career.
Yeah, look, Kevin, and he's just continued to get better and better. And like most veteran guys, he's just gotten smarter with the experience that he has. This is a guy who plays with great energy. He's in great shape, and he is tough as heck and is not going to make many mistakes.
Count that one.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
There's Morant, 11 points in the game. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Jackson. Clock at 6. Over Tatum. And Jackson gets it to go.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Tatum. Lets it go with the 3. Offensive rebound. Stolen by Jackson. Out left to the wing. Edey with it. Still scoreless. From outside the arc. And Pritchard pulls it down. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Here's Morant. Caldwell Pope with the screen on Pritchard. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And stolen by White. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
On against Caldwell Pope. Pritchard with a wide-open look. Misses the 3. The Grizzlies have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Wells' shot is good. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
White setting the pick for Pritchard. Here's the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Pritchard's got 5 now.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Some changes for Boston. Garza's checked in, and Sam Hauser subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Pass to Jerome. Clark a screen on Pritchard. They swipe it.
Well, the defense baited him into that pass, and he fell into the trap.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Jerome against Pritchard. Drains the 19-footer.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.
Here's Pritchard. He has 5. Hey, Stan, how about the Boston Celtics? Back-to-back 60-win seasons.
Well, Kevin, winning 50 is a great season. 60 wins is simply incredible. We have lots of regular seasons where no team wins 60. Credit Joe Mazzulla, his staff, and players for keeping this thing rolling.
And the first one drops. Second free throw, no good. And Coach Van Gundy, the big name for Memphis is Ja Morant, but his superstar trajectory hitting a little bit of turbulence.
Well, some of those troubles were self-inflicted, Kevin, but also questions about his high-flying style. As he said himself, the falls can take it out of you.
And so here's Memphis. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Williams looking over the floor. Pass to Aldama. Just 5 on the clock. Williams dishes to Clark. A three-pointer, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Now White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Hauser. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Jerome passes to Aldama. Connects from three-point range. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Wow, you don't see that kind of quickness from Aldama all that often.
Tatum passes to Hauser. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Jerome against Pritchard. Jerome passes to Concha. Here he goes, and he jams it with authority. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now, here's Tatum. He's got 6. Now Pritchard. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
There's a screen by Aldama. Got a piece of it. Tries to keep it alive. Conchar, the pass to Clark. Here's Aldama. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And at 7 feet tall, Aldama can burn you inside. Even with the contact, he's tough to contain at times.
Now here's Tatum. The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
And so Tatum nails them both. Memphis leading. Here's Jerome. Still yet to score. Williams sets a screen for Jerome. The 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be back with you shortly. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, they keep finding ways to get to the free throw line. The defense is being overly aggressive, and they're baiting them into fouls.
And they've also been feeling it from beyond the arc. Good start for them so far.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Guard spots filled by Morant and Jerome. Jaren Jackson is out there with Clark, and it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. Jerome passes to Clark. Here's Brown. Up again. Queta. Great positioning on the putback. Queta's got the game tied up here for Boston.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Morant passes to Jerome. Clark outside. Pass to Morant. In the center of things, Morant.
Well, this kind of performance from Morant doesn't surprise anyone. He can score with the best of them.
Morant against Simon. Now Hauser. There's the one. Oh, up top to Jaylen Brown.
A big athletic finish by Brown. Polishing off the lob pass with authority.
Memphis has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They are 4 for 9. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Ja Morant able to fly with the best, but he said, sometimes I get knocked out of the air and hit the floor. after the game, you may feel that. So I just pick and choose, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. I get it done. That's all that matters. Back over to you guys.
He can still get up. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks.
And that's a good-looking jump shot from Jaylen Brown.
And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment, Kevin. Win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go.
Now here's Jackson. Clark finds Jackson and taken away by Brown. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Hey, Jaylen Brown is a strong dude. He takes the hit and completes the play.
For Boston, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jalen Wells checked in for Clark, and Pippen subbed in for Ty Jerome. And Greg with the absence of Jason Tatum for the time being. Perhaps a hiatus for the Celtics as a title favorite?
Well, not to mention some of the salary cap casualties. It's not the same team that won it all in 24, but in great position once Tatum returns.
What a unique skill set Jaren Jackson Jr., Coach, brings to the floor.
No question, Kevin. He's a two-way player, a defensive player of the year who also has proven he can be a primary scorer, and he can score it from the three-point line, or he can put it on the floor and go to the basket. Plus, he's got a post game. This is one of the most versatile players in the league. Wow, fancy stuff from Anthony Simons.
Pass to Wells, launches a three, the rebound by Cato. The Celtics have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Now, here's Pippen. Floats it up there for Morant. Brown with it. He's picked up by Morant. Brown on the move. Pass to Hauser. Shoots the 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Jackson. And so he hits both. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
And Anthony Simons cut his teeth under Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum, Stan. Some pretty good manners.
You aren't kidding, Kevin, and I think going up against those guys in practice every day, watching them every night, and being another guard who has to score the ball, he couldn't have learned from anybody better. And Anthony Simons now a tough guy to stop.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Edey with a screen on Boucher. Drills the three-pointer. Jackson's got 10 points.
Well, Jackson brings so much value with his ability to space the floor.
Simons against Pippen. Outside, Simons. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. An even 3-on-3 break. And Wells the bucket on the assist by Jackson. Wells has got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Three-pointer. Grizzlies with the rebound. Out to the wing. Wells wide open. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it. Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Now, here's Pippen. Nothing on the board. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Brown. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
What a good finish inside. Simons is such a talented scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Garza's checked in. Jason Tatum comes in for Chris Boucher. Whitey's checked in for Sam Hauser. And it's Pritchard in for Anthony Simons. Memphis also making some changes. Santi Aldama comes in for Jackson. And Conchar subbed in for Morant. Now Conchar. After Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go.
Aggressive move, but that was great D to prevent the easy bucket.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Aldama with the ball. 5 points in the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Jason Tatum. And the 7-footer, Santi Aldama. You know, Stan, he looks like a guard out there at times.
Oh, the way this guy has improved since he's come into the league is phenomenal. You know, this is a guy who's gotten better as a shooter, more consistent, more efficient. But then he's added, like you said, his ability to put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, and his ability to pass off the dribble. This is a very skilled big man. Well, not the place Aldama makes the biggest impact. He specializes elsewhere on the court.
And both free throws. Good for Aldama. The Celtics with the lead. Outside Tatum. To the inside. It's sent back by Edey. Aldama finds Wells. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, look, Aldama is a very good passer out of the front court.
Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Tatum. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's the pass to Tatum. That's tipped.
Using that near 7-foot frame, Aldama says not today.
It's Pippen on the wing. He has yet to score. Over in the corner, Pritchard hits the three-point bomb. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
To the paint, here's Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
And look at how well Aldama moves. Setting the screen, but then quickly moving into scoring position.
Here's White, and White slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Some changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Zach Edey. Williams comes in for Jalen Wells. And it's Ty Jerome in for Scottie Pippen. Now Jerome. Pass to Williams. Puts up a three. Garza pulls it in. Here's Pritchard. Defended by Aldama. Tatum draws the double. Shot clock at 5. Here's White, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Now it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
I like that from White. Attack in the heart of that defense.
Clark sets a screen for Jerome. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up with the Celtics. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Here's Conchar, and it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Right, a screen on Jerome. Pass to Tatum. From past the arc, and the three ball is good. Tatum's got the lead up to 8 now for the Celtics.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Aldama with the ball. Tatum on him.
Well, clearly, Aldama is accustomed to getting a little physical in the paint.
For Memphis, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Left side, Tatum. The flush by Tatum.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
Jerome deciding where to go with it. Williams has a screen for Jerome. Left side, Williams. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Boston Celtics ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Keita. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Morant. And here is Wells. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Here's White. Simons surveying the D. Lays it up and banks it in. Simons has got the first bucket of the third here for Boston.
Some guts. Simons finishing with strength.
Jackson, a screen on Simons. Stolen by Tatum. And it's Simons that time on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got his fourth assist in this one. Pass to Wells. Inside. Here's Edie. And the dunk by Edie.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Sticking with it. Simons using all of his strength on that one.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Free throw good, Simons.
Well, you have to appreciate a high-octane player like Anthony Simons. He runs the floor and just outworks other guys every chance he gets.
Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Morant.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 17. He's feeling it. Edie with the rebound. Edie's got 5 rebounds tonight. Morant passes to Caldwell Pope. To the wing right side. 6 on the shot clock. Morant. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, he's looking pretty much unstoppable. Morant making the defense regret that physicality.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Morant. Boston leading by 9. Brown outside. Back to Tatum. From outside, off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Over to the left wing. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Outside, Simons. There's the three. The three-point shot is pure for Tatum.
Yeah, no hesitation, no overthinking it. Tatum just takes the shot.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Kevin, back to you.
A dangerous duo for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Down by 12. Wells finds Morant. Now here's Jackson. It's stolen by Brown. With the shot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Simons has got 17 now.
Man, once Simons found his rhythm, he's been non-stop.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Just 5 to shoot. It's to Wells. Jackson from long range. And he's good on the 3-ball. 15 points in the game.
And that is why Triple J is a stretch 5. He doesn't clog the lane. Jaren really helps to space the floor.
It's good. And the Celtics lead by 13.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And here comes the break. Simons, the pass to Tatum. It's sent back by Edie. Got a piece of it. Here's Wells. Makes it off the glass.
If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
They set the pick. Simons from outside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson finds Morant. Back to Jackson. Pass to Edey. Now Morant. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. White with it, now guarded by Wells. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Grizzlies trail by 11. I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
Tatum, that's good.
Yeah, no question, Tatum can take over a game at a moment's notice.
Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Morant. Shoots over Simon. No good off the front iron. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Oh, what a jam! Simons!
Anthony Simons flying high to finish that one.
Now here's Morant. He's got 22. Outside Jackson. To the middle. Here's Edey. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Edey's got 4 points now in the quarter. White looking around. Pass to Simons. And slams it right down on top of Zach Edey.
Yeah, and guys, when White's got the ball in his hands, you can count on him to make the right decision with it.
And here's Caldwell Pope. Off target from three-point range. Brown the pass to White. Back to Brown. Here's Tatum. Fires the three. Ja Morant with the rebound. Jackson dishes to Morant. Wells kicks to Morant. Pass to Jackson. Shoots over Simons. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Jackson.
Well, Jackson Jr. is a versatile scorer, which is what allows him to catch fire like this.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Mars is checked in. Chris Boucher comes in for Jason Tatum. Sam Hauser's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Anthony Simons. Pass to White. Back to Hauser. There's the pass to Pritchard. Just 4 to shoot. From 17 feet out, Aldama with the rebound. Clark left side. Takes it inside. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. Jerome against Pritchard. In the corner, it's Boucher. Back to Pritchard. And the layup's good off the glass. Pritchard's got 11 points.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Jerome finds Jackson down low. And Clark slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
White the pass to Pritchard. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
The Grizzlies trail by 14. Jerome passes to Jackson. Plenty of space. No good from Clark.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
To the wing on the left. Pritchard from outside. That's his fourth miss. He's made 5 of 9. Inside. And Clark slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Pritchard with the ball. Guarded by Jerome. Pass to Garza. From the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Jerome. Outside Williams. Jackson a screen on White. Outside Jackson. A 3-ball. Buries the long-range jumper. Jackson's got it back down to within single digits for Memphis. Outside White. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Jerome in the corner. Pass to Jackson. The kick out to Williams. And the 3 off target. Celtics leading by 9. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
One shot.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. With their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And Simons has got the ball here for Boston. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Morant and Caldwell Pope are their guards. Santi Aldama is out there with John Conchar. And it's Jackson in at the 5. The Grizzlies trail by 8. There's a screen by Aldama. Morant passes to Aldama. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
Yeah, Aldama can stretch the floor for you when the big man finds quality openings at the arc.
And here's Tatum for 3. Another shot, and it's laid in by Boucher. And the Celtics lead by 7.
How about the energy he showed on the glass, outworking everyone and getting rewarded?
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Tatum passes to Boucher, and the dunk by Boucher.
Well, this offense is much more effective when Tatum is making the extra pass and setting up his teammates.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Aldama. Jackson kicks to Morant. Morant pulleys his way inside.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Simons. Here's Tatum. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Conchar, the pass to Aldama.
The defense way up on Aldama there. He barely had any room, hence the whistle.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. The Celtics making a switch here. Kate is checked in. Zach Edey, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And he ends up missing both free throws. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Yeah, I love watching Tatum compete like this. Getting his revenge with a three of his own.
Edey finds Caldwell Pope. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Edey can't hit. Celtics leading by 7. Pass to Tatum. Out to White. Launches it. It's rebounded by Memphis. Aldama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Morant, covered by Simons. Takes the 3. Conchar can't get it to go. Celtics have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. White, wide open, he fires. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Aldama, guarded by Tatum. Back to Aldama. They grab their own miss. Edey gets the bucket.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Simons against Morant. The Grizzlies pull it in. Edey's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Celtics leading by 8. Brown the pass to Tatum. Here's Keita. Conchar covering. Great open look there.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And it's good, 2 points.
Yeah, a lot of guys now are not comfortable in that mid-range area, but Morant is. He'll take that shot when it's there.
Tatum's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Here's Aldama. There's a screen by Aldama. Stolen by Tatum. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
That's a textbook catch and shoot. Simons got his feet lined up and was ready to go.
Morant passes to Aldama. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Edey. The rebound by Keita. Keita's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now Simons. Brown kicks to Simons. The 3 from Tatum. The shot, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Morant. Shoots over Brown. Here's Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
Here's Edey, and the dunk by Edey. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Back to Morant. With a step back. And the dunk by Edey.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Great move by Tatum. Getting to the rim and throwing it down.
Takes a step back. Deflects the pass. Aldama finds Caldwell Pope. Here's Aldama. Guarded by Tatum. Rebounded by Brown. Celtics leading by 10. Here's Queta. Simons fires. 12-footer. Gets it.
From the mid-range, Simon's quickness is a big advantage.
And we have a timeout called by Tomas Isolo. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Some changes for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And Jalen Wells subbed in for Concho. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Head coach of the Grizzlies had some words for his team over the break. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen on, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Well, it's just so tough to contain Morant. Even with the defender right into him, he is still able to score.
Simons, Brown! Off target from outside. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 10-point game. Brown against Morant. And there's the dunk.
You know why Morant makes those dunks look so easy? He's got a 44-inch vertical. That's unbelievable.
Now, here's Simon. Yep, that goes down.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Here's... Oh my God.
Yeah, just so many ways Morant can create.
Now Simons. White outside. Now here's Tatum. Edey rips down the rebound. Now here's Wells. He's covered by Brown. Morant. Rebounded by Tatum.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Now Brown, White outside. Tatum setting the pick for White. It's good!
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Now here's Morant. Jackson! Edie lays it in off the window. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
So it's the Celtics picking up the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks.